What's up everyone, this is Liam at C+ Gaming, and today I have kind of a requested video for you guys. This is a Minecraft tutorial for a build that I did in a Let's Play that we just released about 2 days ago. It was just the second episode of our Minecraft Let's Play series, and we built an automated furnace room, and I've had a couple people request just to do a detailed tutorial on how to do that exact room. I guess people have liked the design and liked the way I did it. Now, just a couple disclaimers. I don't claim to be the engineer involved here. I don't claim to be like the first person to do this design or anything like that. It's just something cool that I kind of made up in this creative world here, and then we implemented it into our survivor world, and it's working quite well, so I thought I'd show it with you guys. If you've never seen it before, it might be pretty helpful for you. So first, let me show you the finished product. So this was the prototype over here. This is actually the finished design that I built, and I polished it up. So basically, let me explain what it is. So you put ores, foods, anything smeltable in this top chest here, and it gets spread out evenly between the two hoppers, which will feed into the two furnaces there. You put coal in here, which will feed into the two furnaces, and you can stock those up as much as you want, so it'll keep the furnaces fed. Now basically what happens is the items get smelted, and long story short, end up in this chest here. Now that's due to this switch here. When you turn it off, stuff will start pumping into the chest from the furnaces. And it's controllable right there, and you've got a little glowstone lamp to show you whether it's off or on. Obviously when the lamp is on, the system is off, and so on and so forth. And the reason for that is because it's a little bit noisy to leave it on all the time. You can hear that piston just going back and forth, a little bit obnoxious. So that's the basic gist, and the benefit of this is that you can just kind of throw stuff in here, go out, keep mining, do whatever you want to do, come in, and then you flip this on, let stuff pump in, and then you can take it out and pop it right into your storage room. And we actually connected our storage room with this automated furnace room in order to do that. We can just pull stuff right out, put it in the rest. So for the sake of keeping this video relatively short, we're going to get right into the build here. Now I'm just going to show you the bare bones, the basics. Obviously this is the building I have kind of designed around the idea, but you guys don't necessarily have to follow the same structure. This is just kind of what I came up with. I'm just going to show you how to build the very mechanics that are involved. So it's split up into two sections, on the left and on the right. And over here you just have the automated furnace system comprised of the hoppers and chests that feed the items into the furnaces themselves, and then also the hoppers that pull the items out of the furnaces. Now, the rest is all over here with the redstone circuitry basically involved in getting the items back up to this chest here with the on and off switch, etc., etc. So we've got two chests here, and we can get rid of this one because we've got just about everything we need, but more or less you will need 2 furnaces, 4 chests, and 6 hoppers to complete this very beginning part. So I've kind of set it up here a little bit. I found that it's easier just to set this up beforehand because you do need to go quite a bit down. So we've set up a little work area here, and what you want to do is just start putting these hoppers down, and then we're also going to place the furnaces there. And the tricky part is you want to make sure that the hoppers you place underneath these chests are flowing into the furnaces, in which case you have to point at the furnace and shift click on it, and it'll connect directly to there. Now the problem in Minecraft, just universally more or less, is that items don't flow up, right? So hoppers can pull items down, they can move them left to right, but they can't move things up because they're technically just funnels and they obey the laws of gravity still. So that's why this design comes in handy, is that it actually will elevate the items again for you. Nothing super complicated, but just kind of a convenience sake thing. So the trick is here, you don't want to just start moving the items right with a hopper line right here. You actually need to drop them down one more. So what you're going to do is you're going to put a hopper there, and then you're going to put a hopper here fed into that one, and then here you're going to have a line of hoppers, excuse me, going to the right, like so. Okay, look, get out of here. There we go. And for now it's just going to kind of lead off indefinitely. Okay, and the reason you want this is because if you have it continue to the right here, this hopper will feed items directly into this one, and that's kind of a problem. So we're just going to make sure it works here. Let's put half of our coal in there, half of our coal in there, make sure it's feeding in. Perfect. Okay, and then we're going to drop all of our ore in there, and the reason this is convenient for me is because you can drop large amounts of ore and just kind of leave, and it'll distribute it evenly between the two furnaces, which is very nice. And then items are going to start smelting, and they're going to end up at this hopper here. So now that we've got all this working perfectly, just the way it should, we need to continue on. So if you want to stop here, if you want the items to just flow into a chest at the bottom and be done with this whole thing, then that is that, and you have your build. But I'm going to continue on because the reason this build is convenient for me is because it brings the items up back into this chest. And universally, there's a problem in Minecraft where everything obeys gravity, such that the reason these hoppers can pull items from this chest is because it's flowing down. Same reason they can drop them into the furnaces, and the same reason items flow out of the furnaces into the hoppers. Hoppers can move things down and left and right, but they cannot move things up because they act as just basically gravitational funnels, really is all that they are in the game, but for items. So items are stockpiling in this last hopper here. What you want to do is you want to get droppers. We're going to be using 3 of them for this specific build, and that's going to get you right up to the same level as those chests. So you're going to shift click, jump, and place it down so that the hole is facing up. You're going to do that again twice to make 3 for the total amount, and then you're going to drop a chest on top. You're going to have to shift click for that as well. So now it is level with these other chests, which is kind of exactly what we were going for here. And we need to build a redstone clock, basically to power these 3 and keep powering them every few ticks or every few seconds, if you are not familiar with the term ticks, every few in-game updates to keep these 3 droppers moving items up into the chest. And that's the basic idea, is that the stuff that gets dropped down gets moved to here and then up into this chest, and then you can do with it what you will. And you can make this hopper line as long as you want, or go as far as you want, but problem is you can't make it go up. It can go down as far as you want. So if you build your storage room maybe below the furnace room, you know, that's not a bad idea either. But feel free to be creative and take what you want from this design and kind of roll with it. So I'll show you just the basic build of what I did here. So we're going to have a block that's got to be next to the droppers. That's very important. We're going to run a redstone signal like that, and then a repeater. We're going to put it on 1 tick, otherwise it'll be much too quick. 1 tick, much too quick. That rhymes. So then we're going to put a sticky piston. No, it's right here, actually. Or no, sorry. Wrong. Right there. And then we're going to put a block of redstone. When we place this block, it's going to create a clock. And that's just going to keep going. So what that's doing is that's powering all 3 of those droppers and pushing stuff up into this chest. But the problem that I discovered with that system is that that's very noisy, and that'll just keep going forever, and items don't get smelted that fast unless you build this out to have like 10 furnaces, which you could expand this in either direction, up, down, or left and right. And then when they're empty, you get that annoying clicking sound, which is just obnoxious. So the trick and the best way that I've discovered to basically solve that problem is, let's say this is our floor level here. For our purposes, this is going to be the floor. So we'll build it out to here like so. And let's say this is your storage room and your furnace room, and this is the floor. Now the best way I've found is you put a block on top of the furnace, and then you put a lever on it. And then let's say, you know, the wall comes around like this. And then here are your walls, blah, blah, blah. So on and so forth. Come back like this. Etc., etc. So this is the best way I've found to do it so far. I'm sure there are better switches that you can use in order to get the items to stop coming into this chest. But you just flip that. And one thing that I also did that I thought was pretty cool is if you take a lamp here, and we'll put it right there, that lamp is going to turn on when the system is off, and then off when the system is on. So the benefit of this right here, the way that I've built this, the way that I've designed this, is specifically because I hate waiting around for furnaces. So you just walk up, drop off your ores and food in here, drop off the coal in here, or just keep these chests full of coal, walk away, do whatever you want. Go mining, go pet a cow, go breed some pigs, do whatever you want, whatever your heart desires. Then you come back, and you think, oh, this has been going for a while. Flip this on, watch all the items filter in. As soon as you hear the click, you know that they're empty, turn it off, you can take your items. And then, like I said, you can build your storage room in here, and that's the beauty of this, and that's really what I designed it around, was a furnace and storage room that are compatible with one another. So you can have your storage room be in here like so. You know, and then you can just drop off the items directly into their respective chests as soon as they're smelted. So that's that. That's basically the entire build. Like I said, I don't claim to be the first person to have done something like this, but it was just kind of the design that I came up with after tinkering around with it for a while. If you guys have a better suggestion for a switch, an on and off switch, feel free. I just liked this because it was out of the way. You can hide it in a corner. You can include the lamp, and it kind of turns the whole thing off. If you power hoppers, also, it stops them from transferring items, so there's probably something to be had with just stopping the hoppers from transferring. If you want to move this up or down, either direction, like I said, you can have the floor be wherever you want it to be. I just felt like this was the cleanest looking design, and that's what I went with over here as well. So feel free to get creative with this design. Like I said, I'm nowhere near the greatest redstoner in the world or the greatest Minecraft engineer. I just thought this might be helpful to a couple of you if you haven't seen this before. So feel free to use this. It's not patented. It's not, you know, my property or anything like that. It's just kind of a design that I came up with after tinkering for a while. And I want to show you over here. This is a really compact, basically, idea of the same thing. So, you know, we've got one chest, one furnace. These two are for coal. Or no. The items might actually move up into this chest here. I'll have to double check. I might be lying to you guys about how this one works. Yeah, so basically this one is just very compact in that you have a coal chest, and then you've got an ores and food chest, and then everything just ends up in this chest here. Very compact, but the same exact design. I just wanted to show you. Hello. Goodbye. Okay, well, I wanted to show you guys this because you know, I want to show you how versatile this design is. But that's about it. You can make it grand, you can make it small, you can make it very basic and very, you know, redstone-y if you want. But that's about it for the automated furnace room. Again, my name is Liam with C+ Gaming. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like and a comment. Be happy to answer any questions you guys may have and address any problems you may have with this build. If anyone has any better ideas, feel free to drop them in the comments, and I'd love to see them, check them out, explore them a little bit. You know, I'm constantly bettering my knowledge of Minecraft and the workings and such and so forth. So make sure you guys are watching the Let's Play series that is on the C+ Gaming channel with myself and a couple other the C+ gamers, and have a nice day.